Hi everyone. So this video is my first time sharing my pool plan, and before I head into this, just a quick disclaimer on what this video is and is not. So this video is the first in hopefully what will become a series of me sharing my pool plan for the banners at around the time of release of the video. And really it's just to give everyone an idea on my thoughts going into the upcoming banners and the reasoning behind some of my pools. This video is really not supposed to be any form of recommendation or in-depth analysis on character kits, because there are already many other videos and guides out there on character abilities and kits, which you can go to get further knowledge on certain characters that you are interested in. Of course, this is really only my pool plan based on my opinion. There are many factors that go into why you should and should not pool units. For example, the amount of resources you have, who you have in your roster, and of course, who do you like as favorite units. For myself, my pool plan is heavily weighted by the completion of challenge quests, meaning that I pull for units in order to get enough units or enough synergy units to complete challenge quests as they come out, and that really factors in heavily on my pool plan. So do take note with regards to my pool plan up ahead. So at the time of making of this video, Ardyn and Rinoa's banner has already released, and I'll just be covering that before I head into the upcoming Kimari and Edward's banner for the first half of October. So Ardyn, Maria and Lilith's was the first banner released, and it features Ardyn's LD. I used gems for this banner because I wanted Ardyn's 1535 CP and LD, and I treat Ardyn's burst weapon as a bonus, meaning that if I get his burst weapon on any of these banners, then of course it's good, but if I don't, I'm just going to skip his burst weapon, and I don't plan to spend additional resources chasing just specifically his burst weapon. Now using gems, I managed to get Ardyn's 1535 and LD maxed out, and I completed the challenge quest with his 1535 LD, Maria at 0 out of 3 and Lilith at 1 out of 3. You can check out the video of that clear. I've uploaded it onto YouTube as well. Moving on to the next banner, we have Rinoa, Kane and Elfinot. And there is a free first multi-pool on this banner, but unfortunately I did not get anything great from it. Now I used tickets on this banner because I was mainly aiming only for Rinoa's LD. To note on the second challenge quest that released on the time of the Rinoa's banner, you can use all 6 units, so you can use Ardyn, Maria, Lilith, Rinoa, Kane and Elfinot as synergy characters. I don't really have Elfinot and Kane built up, so that was why I decided to spend tickets trying to score Rinoa's LD. Luckily I managed to get her LD without too many tickets invested, and I used Ardyn, Rinoa and Maria 0 out of 3 to complete the second challenge quest. Now if you are strapped for resources, you can potentially consider skipping Rinoa, because there are already multiple magic DPS characters that are quite strong released recently, such as Van and Shantoto. And of course, upcoming in the later month of October, there is also Kefka, and later on there's Kuja coming out as well, which are all magic based DPS characters. Make no mistake, Rinoa is quite strong, but my point is that she's not mandatory in the current meta. Moving on to the next banner that will soon release would be Kimari's Lost Chapter. Now before I head to that, one additional note is that I pulled for Ardyn because Ardyn is going to be synergy across all these banners and events. And again, going back to my plan or factor that I really prioritize is I pull for units mainly to clear challenge quests, and that was why I tend to pull the featured burst units up until I get their LD, because they will be synergy across at least 4 events. So for Kimahri's Lost Chapter banner coming out, I'm not really interested in Kimahri, and I plan to actually skip the banner. For the challenge quest, I can use Ardyn, Yuna, and Noel. My Yuna is already at 3-3 because I used her as an auto farmer and have her built up already. My Noel is at 0 out of 3, but I believe the challenge quest will be quite doable with that party, Ardyn, Yuna, and Noel. Do note that Kimahri is also going to be synergy in Edward's event, so if you decide to pull, one benefit of getting Kimahri is that he is synergy across 2 events and he's usable across 2 challenge quests. But for me, I really want to pull for Edward because I see that in the JP side of things, he is actually quite strong at around the time of his release and he can be used across multiple events. So, which brings me to Edward's banner. I plan to use tickets on Edward's banner to try to score his gear, maybe about 200 to 300 tickets. The reason for this is from the raid event that's currently ongoing, there will be a lot of tickets that will be handed out, and I just want to use my tickets to keep it at a reasonable amount, so about 200 to 300 tickets to score Edward's gear. If I don't get Edward's EX and LD from that amount of tickets, then I will start to use gems and hopefully do not have to PT for Edward's LD. Now, it sounds like I'm going quite hard in Edward's event, but that's also because I still have yet to score Ardyn's burst weapon. So while I'm pulling for Edward, if I get Ardyn's burst, then yes, it's a bonus for me. For Edward's event, I plan to use Ardyn, Edward, and Hope for the challenge quest. My Hope is already at 1 out of 3 realization, and I think with that party it should be more than adequate for the challenge quest. So that's it for this video. I don't want to keep it too long, it's meant to be short. Please, as always, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I would also appreciate any feedback with regards to this particular type of video. Thank you.